Welcome to another video on advanced Excel options. So this is a continuation of the previous video on conditional formatting. Uh, the link to which will be available at the I button. Okay. So if you have not seen the previous video yet, so you can just click on the I button and get the link to that particular video. Okay. So let's continue. So in the previous video, we have discussed the highlight cell rules option of the conditional formatting rules. Okay, and in this particular video we'll try and see how many other things or how many other options that we can cover. So for the time being we'll try and we'll cover the next option or next rule that we have. This is the top bottom rule. So let's go to the practice set. Yeah, so this is the practice set that we have, okay, which we have seen in the previous video also, right? So in this video now we'll be discussing the next option, that is the top or the top bottom rules. Okay, so just like the previous one, if we have to apply any of these rules, we have to first select a range. Okay, and obviously as the name suggests, so just let's look at the menu. Okay, so here from the conditional formatting in the home option itself we have this top bottom rules. And what are the different rules that we have? The predefined rules. So we have top 10 items, we have top 10% of items, then bottom 10 items, then bottom 10% items, then above average and below average. So these are the predefined settings which is offered with the Microsoft Excel bundle. So if you want to again customize it, obviously you can go for more rules. Okay, but that will be discussed later. Okay, so let's see what this um, 6 options mean or what this 6 option signify. Okay, so as the name suggests, so when if I select the top 10 options, so 10 values from the data would be selected. Okay, similarly if I that is numerically 10 numbers. Okay, it doesn't matter how many data you have. If you have more than 10, let's say even if you have 11, okay, the top 10 would be selected. If you have 20 also, the top 10 would be selected. If you have 100 also, the top 10 values would be selected. Now, if you go for top 10%, that means of the total data, the 10% of those data would be selected and highlighted. Okay, so there's a difference between the top 10 items and the top 10% of items. Similarly for bottom 10 and bottom 10%. Okay, and then we have average. So what happens? Whenever we select a range of cells, okay, on which we have to apply the condition, what we do? The software itself or the application, that's here the application is obviously a Microsoft Excel. The application itself calculates the average of all the cells you have selected and marks those cells which are above the average. Similarly for the below average option, same thing. The range of cells that you have selected, the average is calculated, and the cells that are or the cells that have a value below that average is selected. Okay, so that's how it's being done, and that's why I think in the previous video also I've said you should be very careful while you are selecting the range of cells while applying any of this conditional formatting. So what happens if we do some mistake, or if we take some extra cell? So let's take the okay, so let's take the average option. Okay, let's take the average or below average option. So let's first see if we can just take the individual cells. Okay, so that means from B3 to M10. So the what will give, for example, B2 sorry B3 gives us the sale at the Jalukbari store during the month of January. Similarly, C3 gives us the sale at the Jalukbari store at the month of February. Similarly, taking a random cell, let's say I7. So what is I7? I7 basically says the sale at the Chanmari store at the month of August. Okay, sorry, for the month of August. So if we take this individual sales, okay, that means from let's say B3 to M10. So what happens is that if I want to find all those cells which are above average cell, so what happens? Once I select this particular range and I then apply the option, what happens? My application here, the Microsoft Excel, okay, calculates the average of all this data and then marks the cells that is below or above the average. So let's say it's let's check for above average. Okay, so top bottom rules and above average. Obviously this will be applied for top 10%, bottom 10% as well. Okay, so we'll just see that as well. So let's check above average. Okay, and obviously you don't have to put anything here because the average is calculated automatically. Just you have to specify what kind of marking you want. Okay, so let's go for custom. Okay, so let's make it bold. Okay, and the color, let's say, because it's above average, so it's a good thing, right? So let's give it a, let's say, for the text, let's give it a red color, and for the fill, let's give it a light green color with some patterns, let's say. Okay, again it's uh, totally optional. Okay, so now you can see, just okay, now you can see, I think the data is not visible. Okay, so let's give a better pattern so we can just manage it from here. Manage rules. Okay, you have to select the area. Okay, so since it's not visible, what we can do is we can just try to change the rule. Okay, just manage the rules, just edit it, edit rule, select format, and just change the pattern. So let it keep no pattern. Okay, yeah, so it's done. Is it done? Apply. Okay, now it's visible. Now you can see. So for my individual cell, the average is somewhere around 1084. Okay, that's the average. So here you can see in the data, anything that is above 1084 is in the highlighted part. That is, was for example 1091, 1089, those are above average. Okay, and the other remaining figures, okay, 1000, 1055, okay, 1071, these are below the average, so they are not formatted. Okay, obviously we are not considering this because this we have not considered at all while formatting. Okay, so here these cells are not considered. So in these cells, this is what the picture looks like. Now what happens if I make a mistake in in selecting the range? Okay, so we know that the average is somewhere around 1084, so 1091 and all are above average, 1018 is also above average. Okay, now let's say we make a mistake, okay, and we include the total amount also. So what happens then? Okay, let's do that. Just re-editing this. Okay, and let's now make deliberately make a mistake in selecting the range. Okay, now let's see what happens. Conditional formatting, top bottom, again let's go for average. Okay, and then same. Okay, let's give it simple here. Okay, now you can see only the totals are marked as above average and everything below is below the average. So why this happens? Because obviously since I am including these big figures, right, so these total figures, so obviously they are now shifting the average from the actual average to a higher point now. Okay, and obviously all this would now come below average. So this is what I want to display here. So if you are not careful enough with selecting the right range, okay, we were wrong visualization. Okay, so obviously we are doing this thing, okay, to get a better visualization so that we can understand the data much more easily. But if you are not careful enough with selecting the range correctly, then this very aim of it, the visualization part of it, might go wrong. Okay, so now let's quickly see the difference between the first 10 and the first 10%. Okay, so what's the two difference between the two options that we have? Okay, so in this particular example, so if we consider just the individual sale figures for the month, that is from B3 to M10, I don't think there will be much difference, because if we select the first 10, so obviously a 10 number of cells would be marked. Okay, but if we again go for 10% also, so we have around let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and here we have 12, so 12 is 96, so around 10% will also give us 10 units only. Okay, so what we'll do is, obviously that will give us a wrong result, but just to check the number difference, we will select the entire range. Okay, and then we'll see how the results are displayed. Okay, again this is just to display the number difference. Okay, the how many numbers are of cells are selected or how many cells, number of cells are marked. Okay, so let's select the entire range of cells that I have, including the average and including the total. Okay, and then let's apply the condition. So if I select top 10 here, so you can see, okay, just let's customize it. Let's make it red. Okay, and let's make the text, let's make it yellow. Now you can see we have exactly 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 cells marked. Okay, similarly if I want to apply, and again you can see only the totals are marked, because obviously totals are much more greater figure than the individual figures, and they are also greater than the averages. Okay, so these are marked, correct? Similarly, let's just see the 10% of it. So what happens to the 10%? Top 10 rules, go to 10% and just customize it to your liking. Okay, so let's go for some fluorescent color here. Okay, okay, let me just customize it a bit more. Okay, so font is, let's say, light green color and the fill is, let's say, a red color. Okay, 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 so now you can see when I'm selecting the 10% of it, so how many cells are marked? So here it is, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, sorry, 11 12 13 and 14. Okay, so now for the same type of data 14 cells are marked. Obviously that is the 10% of the entire data. Okay, similarly for my bottom 10 and bottom 10% also we can see the difference. Okay, so we have to be very careful at what type of information do we want, or what type of visualization do we want from the data. So if it is exactly 10 number of figures, so we should go for top 10. But if we want a visualization of top 10% of the entire data that we have, then we will go for top 10%, and same is for bottom 10 and bottom 10%. Again I would be emphasizing on the fact that you should be very careful while selecting the range on which you are trying to apply the conditional formatting. Okay, so that's all for this video. In the next video we'll see another option of conditional formatting. Thank you everyone.